Hey everyone, it's Ken with Ken's Creations. Well, I've had my Explorer now for about 3 months, and I decided to finally do a video. I've had time to play with it, I've had time to learn the software, and I have a lot of viewers saying, why should I buy the Cricut Explore? So here's a video explaining exactly why I think everyone should have this machine. First of all, when you buy your Explorer, I just wanted to let you guys know how amazing and the extra time Cricut took to box up the Explorer and what you get with it. The box itself is any other box, but when you open it, it reminds me a lot of opening an iPhone. And the reason why is, just like an iPhone, everything is nicely put in an insert. You have your project materials, and this is great. This is the first time I've ever seen a machine actually come with materials that you can practice right away on your Cricut Explorer. You get some duct tape, you get cardstock, you get some vinyl, and you get an iron-on. So it's amazing. Right out of the box, you can start playing with the machine. I've never had a machine come with materials like this. The other thing you're going to see is you're going to see a Start Here guide on how to set your machine up. And it's great. Just like I said earlier, this is the first time I've seen Cricut make things so simple. Just like, I keep referring back to an Apple product, but it really is. Reminds me of how I unbox my iPhones and how it comes packaged. Once you have your guides out, you're going to lift this up and your machine will actually be down in the box with all of your cords. So I just want to quickly show you how much extra time they took in the packaging, which just shows you how much they care about this product. Now, in your box comes with one of my favorite things that they added, which is a carrying case for your Explorer. So I got the HSN exclusive, so mine I bought with the tool set and all of the pin set. In your box, if you just bought this, you'll have the Explorer already wrapped in its cool carrying case, and you'll have a basic green mat, which we'll talk about in just a minute. I love the fact that they gave us a carrying case for our machine so we can take it to crops, I can store it, and it's perfect. It comes with little pockets in the front that you can store all of your tools, your pens. It's great. Talking about the tools, Cricut also released a whole new tool set, so I went ahead and bought that. What's great about the tool sets is they're customizable, so you can actually take these tops off, and if you have OCD and want all one color, you can definitely do that. In the tool set, there is tweezers, a spatula, a hook, scissors, and then a scraper. Another tool that I bought, and it's very important, is the new scoring tool, and we'll talk about this in a little bit. I highly recommend getting this. I'll have links underneath this video for all of these products so you can see what they are. And then of course we have pin sets. Over here I have my metallic pins, and then over here I have my standard pins, and we'll talk about those a little later. So let's get to the machine itself. Alright, so right off the bat, the thing I love about this machine is the way it looks. It is beautiful. It's very sleek. It's very clean. It reminds me once again, and I hate to keep referring it, but it reminds me a lot of Apple products. Very simple, but yet elegant and beautiful. By far, I think it's one of the best looking machines I own. When we look at the machine, even before we power it on, what is on here? So right here, this is the first machine I have that actually has storage. So I can actually store all of my pens right there in this little pocket. Here you're going to notice there is a little drop down for cartridges. Keep in mind the cartridges on the Cricut Explorer is just to link it to your Cricut.com account. You are not able to just select a cartridge in here and start designing like you could on previous machines. You also have your open, which will open in your machine. And I just love how elegantly it opens. Now, in your machine, this is where the magic happens. You have something called Cricut Cut Smart. And when I'm demonstrating the machine later, you're going to see how important and how much this makes this machine different from other machines. This is the first machine I have that I don't have to worry about coming up with cut settings or how deep I need my blade. It's amazing. Down here, Cricut really took the time and made sure that you have a spot to store all of your tools. So here's my deep cut blade. I'll also have blades right here. There is a magnet so we can actually put our blades. Now, in the Cricut blade carriage, which we'll talk about in a minute, they have a new blade too. So right now that's why I don't have any blades in there. They haven't released those yet. Now over here is where I can store all of my additional tools. The only feedback I have on this for you guys is there is a certain way you have to put your tools in, because if you don't put them in that way, this compartment will not close. It's the only thing about it that I wasn't wild about. As you can see, if you get too many of your tools, it won't close. So I actually put my hook up here with my pens because I found that taking the hook out, it'll close nicely. Over here, you have your power button. You have your dial for different settings for your Cut Smart technology. Now I added this little sticker here that shows me a little bit more defined of where I'm set at. There is a little dot on there, but I wanted something to magnify that. You have your load, you have your start, which is the little Cricut head, and you have pause if you need to pause the machine for any reason. Off to the side here, this is where the new Bluetooth wireless adapter goes. So as you can see there, it's a secret little compartment again. Plug it in. On the back of the machine, you have your power, and then this is where your traditional cord would go. So if you did not have the wireless adapter, this is where your Cricut cord would go. And then there's nothing too exciting on this side, but just wanted to kind of show you all of the features. Alright, so let's talk about the other features in here. In your Cricut Cut Smart here, you're going to notice that you have two slots here. You have an A and a B. The A, this is the first time I've seen a machine able to cut and either write or score at the same time. So if you notice on your pins, you're going to have a little arrow, and that's just showing you that that's where your pen goes. So I always push all the way up on this. Your pen goes right here, and then you're going to hear it snap in. You just close it, and now you're ready to draw and cut at the same time. The other tool that was designed for this was the scoring tool, which is sold separately from the toolkit. What this will do is it will actually score cards or anything, score lines in your project. Same thing, follow the arrow, click it in, and then close it off. Over on this side, you have your blade, which is real nice and sleek, very easy to change. Now, what makes this blade different? This is the first time Cricut has released a blade with their machine that uses the German cowhide blade. I cut a lot. I go through a lot of blades. That's one complaint on one of their competitor machines is I probably have to change the blade every month. I have not changed this blade since I've gotten the machine 3 months ago, and it's still cutting as if it was a brand new blade. Now, I'm really eagerly waiting for the blades to get released so I can buy some more of them, but right now I don't have a huge need for them because my blade has done such a good job. Alright, so that is this right here. So let's go ahead and talk about the mats. Now, Cricut released the mats, the new mats, about 6 months prior to the machine coming out. There's 3 different mats you can get. You can get your standard mat, which is the green one. They have a purple advanced strength mat. And then there's a light blue, less tacky mat that I don't have because, to be honest, when my mats get used, that's usually what I use for my lessier, tackier mats, I guess you can say. These mats, by far, in my opinion, are the best mats on the market. Some people will complain that they're too sticky. In my opinion, they work great. They have a high stick on them. They clean up nice. The secret that I use all the time is to wash it down with Dawn soap and let it dry overnight. That brings back the stickiness. So I love the new mats. Now I always put a little sticker on the top of my mats. As you can see, I have a sticker here. That just lets me know that's the top of my mat, because it is important that when you put your mat cover back on, there is a specific way you put it on. If I was to flip this over and put it this way, it's not going to protect my mats as much. So I always put a little sticker on there to let me know. I did buy the advanced tackier mat, and the reason why is I was cutting corkboard with it, because one of the great things about the Cricut Explore is the fact that it cuts so many different materials. So I do have that. I've used it, and it is, as you can see, very tacky. So they did a great job on that too. Thanks for watching the first video in this Should I Buy a Cricut Explore series. Make sure you check out the second video, which explains the design space, which is the power behind the machine. There I will show you design space and how and what tools you can use to create beautiful projects. Make sure you're checking out my blog at www.creativeken.blogspot.com, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you can see all of my Cricut Explorer videos and much, much more. Alright, let's go check out this second video.